Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Disconcern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they're the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then what do? We react by sending emotional poison with our word, and that creates a whole big drama or nothing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 109, NASDAQ up 98, NASDAQ up 28, S&P's up 15, gold contract down $3.90, trading at $1,383 an ounce. Silver off 16 cents at $21.78 an ounce. Platinum off 10 bucks at $1,433 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.19 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $97.81. We had bonds down 26 ticks at $139.17. King dollar up 83 ticks, trading out at 80.73. The euro up 23 at 133.70. And the yen is trading at 94.49. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. So, we're at 1638 out here. Cash S&P. We hit 1646 out here today. And 1655 is the number, folks. That wants to get up there. And it's going to get really wild watching how this does it. I expect a sweet little failure up there, by the way, okay? But the market was talking, walking, and squawking big time out here today. So what do? We did 636 million. You're going into the 800 million down day. You had the first leg down. So the first leg down came down with volume. You're going back up with lighter volume. And the Fed meeting starts tomorrow. So the thing is setting up real nice. The Fed meet will start tomorrow, get an announcement on to Tuesday. That's your cash S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. This is what we have inside the Dow. Dow Industrials today get up to 15,261. You end up closing up 100. We were up almost, let's see, high 261. Yeah, we were up another 80 bucks. We're up about 180. Bottom line, it'll get back up there. Dead cat bounce, but bottom line, I expect it's going to get back up there. First leg is already done, downtown. Second leg we're doing right now, the B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. We take a look at the NASDAQ composite. Same setup in the composite. Composite today gets to a price point of 34.68. You close at 34.52. And the composite, folks, so the number on the composite goes like this. The number on the composite is the 34.67. So this is where this gets really wild, because the composite actually made where I expect the S&P cash to go. And that number, this is how this number goes. We came off that high the first day on the 22nd of May. So you come down hard. You come down with volume. It was the second day that's the number. The number is 34.67 in the composite. We get above it. We close below it. That would be considered a failure. What I can show you is this. If we actually go over, you're going to see something, too, inside the oil market. We were doing a workshop this morning, and what ends up happening is that we went through quite a few different sectors and indices. What you're going to see what oil did this morning is this. Oil got to 98.74. That 98.74 got it over the downdraft that had been created from February of 98.58. And then you closed at 97.83. And we did that with dramatically lighter volume than how we had come down. So oil has already done it. The NASDAQ has just done it. Let's go over to small caps for a second. Small caps have a different number that it's going after. The reason being is that what the small caps did is that on June 3rd, the IWM got to that 98.84, and what the small caps did today is get to 98.85, closed at 98.35, light volume. I suspect that's going to get tagged again. Now, bonds. We go take a look at the bond market. Bond market was actually holding up pretty good. And I guess, 3 o'clock, 2:30 to start selling off. What do you have, though? Guess what? You're down at 300,000 contracts. That 300,000 contracts going into 595,000 contracts. Bottom line, you're going to need a lot more contracts in order to break that market down. Gold contract, this is what we have with the gold contract. Nice setup today in the gold contract. This is what it was. You had a high of 1391. See, every time that gold, folks, gets up to that 1390 level, this seller's there. What we had today, you back down. We back down to 1379, dramatically lighter volume. What gold absolutely needs is a sign of strength. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, getting into that 1390 again. You know, my take is that we're going to go test the lows. But what we did have today, I liked how that pulled back today. There's no two ways about that. Let's go to Dean in Orlando. Hey, Dean, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was very good.
Cool, man. What are we going to look at today?
Hey, I had a general kind of question.
Yes.
In specific, I'm looking at DXJ, but the general question is, you know, how do you trade these? Because they don't necessarily track the index. For instance, Friday.
You don't. They're terrible to trade.
Right. So to take advantage of the yen and so forth, you don't use the DXJ. What would you do? Just buy stocks like?
I don't use, and you've probably heard me say this many times. The volatility, any of the volatility products, any of the VIX products. Absolutely not where it's at. Oh, hold it. I got to feel. I get the volatility index up here. Are you saying DXJ?
DXJ for the Japanese levered index.
Okay, D is in dog, right?
Dog, X-ray.
Thank you. Okay, I got it. Okay, so now this one here, you're gonna like this one. No, this is where it's at. Okay, so the DXJ, this is the equity that you're gonna want to end up buying when the Nikkei finishes its contraction, and it's not done yet. Okay, so let's take a look at it. The first one I brought up, folks, I brought up the VXJ, and that's a volatility product. I can't stand any of the volatility products. They don't work. Well, let's put it this way. Yeah, when volatility comes in the market, it already comes in, and it's too late to get in and get out of them. But anyway, the Wisdom Tree product, this is a beautiful product. Now, what this does, this product here, is that what makes it so dynamic is that it's hedging the yen portion of the product, okay? So if you're bullish on the Nikkei, what ends up happening is that you get the full-blown effect without one of the main reasons the Nikkei is going up is that the yen's getting so weak. So what ends up happening is that portion of it is out, the portion of the Nikkei going up is in, and it's a cool setup. So the low in this for the year is 30. The high is 53. Okay, so now let me have your question again.
Well, the question was, I was watching overnight the Japanese index, the Nikkei.
Yeah.
And I had bought some on Thursday night of the DXJ, and I'm expecting, oh boy, it's going to bounce up. And then I wake up and the DXJ is heading south, and I'm like, well, does the DXJ lead the index? I can't imagine such a thing.
Okay, 1 second. So you're saying last Thursday, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so let's pull up last Thursday. I got to show you something here. Okay, so yeah, well, when you're saying that, I see what you're saying. You're saying it was up, but it really wasn't up. Okay, this is what you have. The Nikkei, the night you bought it, closed at 12,445, and the next day you're at 686. But you can see in this chart that that's not up. That's, you got to a high of 900, but you closed at 686. Now, what you'll have today, what you have is up 346. Let me go back to the DXJ for a second. Because what you have to get your head wrapped around here, let me just see what the premium is. Spread. Applied volatility. Hey, you stay right there. Let's come right back. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow up 100, NASDAQ up 28, S&P's up 15. We'll be right back, folks.